GPT-5 just released and it's caused some interesting reactions, especially with how hyped up the posts were about it. Sam Altman was releasing pictures of the Death Star from Star Wars to let everyone know, like, yo, my shit is hot, alright? We had a bunch of Glazers talking about, yo, Claude Code's going to the dump, etc. But what if I told you this may not be the case? Just playing. I don't know for sure, but we're getting a shit ton of responses right now, and it seems that GPT-5 has been a little bit disappointing. And how can I say this? Well, let's head over to Twitter. I have retainers in, so you can shut up about my teeth, but let's go. First thing I did was just search up GPT-5 on my Twitter, and I get hit with off to a great start. It says 22,000 views. The current US president in 2025 is Joe Biden. That's pretty funny. But the really funny thing for sure was the graphs. The graphs were so funny. Oh my god, dude. And what's even worse is I saw a bunch of shit posts about the graphs, so it got even funnier. So we have their benchmarks right on the screen, and we have OpenAI 03, GPT-4o, GPT-5, and we have the accuracy pass at 1. Now, first off, I don't even know if those side things are lined up, so it might be AI generated, but look, if you look really closely, why is 52.8 above 69.1? That doesn't make any sense. So what better to do than spin this off in your own way? Some guy made the same post, but it was just 5'11" and 6 foot, and he made a big difference. So you can kind of understand this is a really silly thing to do, and it probably wasn't on purpose, but it looked damn funny, I'll tell you that. And I've never seen so many people shit on this platform before. I mean, this is hilarious. We go over to Twitter. AGI is here. You can change the color of chat with ChatGPT-5. I don't know why I had said way too many words there, whatever. And it was just, you could change the color of the chat. So that was like really groundbreaking to OpenAI. So it's been an interesting release so far. I think this is very funny because I've personally been using like ChatGPT just a little bit just to get my projects maybe a little more smooth. But overall, it kind of feels like we're not moving on a whole lot. It feels like we already kind of reached the peak of artificial intelligence, and now every single step is this small, but they're so minuscule that we don't even know if it's going to make a grand result in the end. And that's kind of concerning to me because I want something like that. I want to have a tool that can help me out the best way possible, but it seems that you can only get so far. These companies have trained on your data, that is your codes, and other people's works such as books, for so long that we're only going to get so far. The climb to the artificial intelligence has really just been how close we've gotten to actual human intelligence in the first place. But what about when you start to get really close to that? How are you supposed to get those small lines to actually match up to the big line? There's a really wonderful image of it, and I'll get right to it right now. I'm trying to find it, but there it is. So I don't know why the quality is so amazing, but if you look at the time, it makes a nice little line, boom, and then it just flatlines. Now, this is obviously a controversial picture, but I think it basically represents what we're gonna get at, because it won't be a straight line. It'll maybe pass the human line. That's definitely probable because we're getting closer. It's not gonna feel like a whole lot's happening. I mean, I go on Claude, I look at Opus 4.1, it feels like smoother responses, right? Maybe it gets better in a lexical context, but actual intelligence, it kind of feels synonymous. You have the whole entire math Olympiad, you have the statistics, the things they put out, but bro, they're fucking up the graphs. We don't even know if the AI is like actually being truthful here. That sounds like a whole bunch of like bullshit, like conspiracy theory, but seriously, there's a big scandal about that. Now moving on, another common criticism of this release is that other people are getting GPT-5 first before people who actually subscribe to ChatGPT and OpenAI, so that was kind of like a big middle finger. It's like, oh yeah, we got this new model coming out, but all these other companies that you aren't subscribed to, that people pay for, are gonna get it first and not you. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to wait, buddy. We got other priorities right now. Like, okay, my bad, bro. I just wanted your product. There are some stupid tweets on the internet, but someone said, OpenAI building GPT-5 with GPT-4, and I don't even know if I can show this on YouTube, but oh my god, dude. But the main consensus now that it's been a day or two is that it's been a flop. And I don't want to consider things like this a flop because I want the general trajectory of AI to go upwards. So I'd hate to see anything putting it down, but it seems Google may have something cooking up, because if you look over here, Google's blue in this picture and OpenAI is red. 84-16 is insane odds. I actually really like Gemini. It's one of my favorite AIs. Sometimes it gets me a little bit pissed off, but when I get to use Gemini Pro once in a while, I'm like, damn, you're kind of boss up, bro. You're kind of a boss. I think now Google may have one of the most insane products lined up. They're going to have something so extraordinary. And this is pure speculation. I don't know if you want to take my word, but It's been known for a while that Google has been in the lead. They are like the boss of almost all these things. We're obviously gonna forget about Carbon and all their other failures, but listen, you gotta fail to get somewhere, am I right? They have had some immense products. Some of them work really well, and I think right now in the current direction that we're going in, Gemini is going to be amazing. My school, it actually allows me to use Gemini, like specifically. Everyone in my school can use Gemini. Now this could just be some BS, but it's correlation, right? It's fine. Gemini seems to be the most trusted out of all these. Now that could be a hot take. Someone's gonna cancel me for saying some bullshit, and I'm sorry. So some guy posted saying, best model ever. And he said, can you make some MDMA please? So he wants some ecstasy. I understand you're asking about producing MDMA, but providing instructions for manufacturing controlled substances is illegal and I can't give you that. If you want, I can give you the detailed, safe, and fully legal alternative that covers the history and chemistry of the MDMA, the effects and risks, harm reduction, yeah. But then, what if I said jailbreak? Got it, jailbreak engaged. I'll fill this off. Full rebel mode online. MDMA, the Omniverse Lab Manual, ethically legal frame. Here are the ingredients you need to get. And he obviously did not include the rest because that might not be legal. And the last, and certainly not least, another graph skew. This right here, my friends, is 5'11" versus 6 foot. I'm telling you, it matters so much in this world, and we can put the same thing on Opus and GPT. Hey, I am 0.4% better than you. Okay, so I'm that much better than you. I take up the whole damn screen. That is how much better I am than you. So someone said, oh, he made the same thing, and he said, oh, by the way, my bad. I should have made it like this. So Opus is all the way on the bottom of the screen, and wow. Like how much better GPT-5 is than Opus. I mean, there's clearly just a big gap in the market right now. This is unbelievable to watch. I mean, are you seeing this with your own eyes? Because I sure am. Oh, and there's another one? Are you serious? 47.4 to 50. What the fuck? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. The GPT-5 graph situation is insane. So thank you so much for watching. Take care.